Top of the morning. You already know what it is with me. Top of the morning, top of the morning. But of course, I got a word for you. You heard me? You know I'm focused, standing on business, staying out the way. But I'm gonna call this one here. You heard me? Listen, it gotta happen in order for it to happen. It gotta happen in order for it to happen. See what I'm at? Yeah. See, God made some promises to us in the Bible, and He gave us some scriptures. You heard me? And of course, you know God. He don't lie. You heard me? God, a man, His word, and He lived by it. You heard me? He lived by it. You heard me? And whatever God want to go on, it gonna go on. But it gotta happen in order for it to happen. Yeah, you listen. It gotta happen in order for it to happen. You heard me? Like, look, I'm gonna go to Isaiah 54 chapter verse 17. And I want you to listen to the verse, and then I'm gonna break it down for you why this go on like this. You heard me? This how awesome He is. Like, sometimes people be taking things the wrong way. It gotta happen in order for it to happen. Take heed right quick. You heard me? Listen up. No weapon that is formed against you shall succeed, and you shall refute every tongue that rises against you in judgment. Listen to the end. This is the heritage of the servants of the Lord, and their vindication from me, declares the Lord. I'm gonna repeat again. No weapon that is fashioned against you shall succeed, and you shall refute every tongue that rises against you in judgment. This is the heritage of the servants of the Lord, and their vindication from me, declares the Lord. The weapon, He didn't say it was gonna prosper. He said the weapon gonna form. The weapon gotta form. These attacks gotta go on. These attacks gotta go on, and He just gotta let you know they're not gonna prosper. See, I'm gonna tell you something. You heard me, man? Listen, bro. This real talk, bro. This just how it is. You heard me? Your enemies gonna always let you know who you are. The opposing spirit, they gotta let you know who you are, because your spirit opposing with theirs. You walking in love. They got hate in their heart. They got jealousy. They got envy. They got slothfulness. They got greed. These spirits have to oppose with you. You gotta see this. And see, I learned a lot of stuff, like just reading the story of Joseph. Even the part when his daddy had gave him favor, and that made his brothers hate him, and they got jealous of him too. You heard me? So when you got a spirit of jealousy on you, if you hear something good about somebody, that's bad news to you. Listen, he was telling his brothers his dream. He was telling it to him, you heard me? And all of us, they just got jealous of him. You heard, what, we gonna be bowing down to you? Like, he just telling them a dream. He had this in a vision. You heard me? That's why it ain't good to tell people business neither, you heard me? I don't care if this person ain't gotta tell them. You could tell somebody else, somebody business. You heard me? Some good stuff like, oh, you know your girl just graduated, got a bachelor's degree. You might have this girl, she got caught up with a dude at a young age. She probably wanted to go to college. You heard me? She probably really wanted to go to college, and she got caught up with a dude who had 3 children. You jealous of this girl that got a bachelor's degree. You heard me? She mad now, you heard me? You done told her this news about this person. They like, what? You know what I'm saying? So you got to be mindful of that, you heard me? You got to be mindful of that, but these scriptures got to come to pass. You heard me? I say it got to happen in order for it to happen. Yeah, see, weapons gonna form, they just not gonna prosper. You heard me? He said this is the heritage of the servants of the Lord, and their vindication from me, declares the Lord. This your inheritance from God. See, it's gonna work on certain people it ain't gonna work on. See, you could come up with all kind of attacks. See, certain people, God don't play about them. And He gonna allow this to go on to show them who you is and whose you is. Amen. And when you going through that, your enemy is gonna let you know who you is. If you ever been in a situation, you heard me, and you know you came out, you were supposed to die in that situation. You came out of situations like, see, the weapon gonna form, it just ain't gonna prosper. You heard me? And you gotta start paying attention to the scriptures in the Bible. See, He said, when God be for you, don't matter who against you. He telling you right there, man, listen, bro. People gonna come against you when I'm for you. He letting you like, don't trip though, you heard me? Don't trip, you heard me? He really gonna be getting you prepared for this all your life. He always seen you through like a little phase of boot camp or something. You ain't even gonna know you're in boot camp. All right, let me check me out. Let me keep it real with you. Look, when I was locked up, this is my last 18 months. You heard me? My people must have heard some good news about me on the street and made them get jealous. So they listen, this God is my witness. They was putting money on dudes' books in jail. This God is my witness. And had them dudes doing all kind of stuff to try to trick me out of my spot. I used to get up every morning, and it used to have like 90 people in there, like 100 and some people in the dorm. 95 in there playing a mind game, trying to get me out of character. Yeah, my family was putting money on other people's books instead of my books. You heard me? You know I'm going to tell it like it is. You heard me? It didn't make no sense to me, but it started to make sense. Now, I don't know if they wanted an inheritance money or something, you heard me? But I'm going to tell it how it is, you heard me? I'm going to tell it how it is. Like, and they got people doing tactics like this. They doing it, bro, and it's crazy to where, like, bro, you gotta watch it. You know what I'm saying? You gotta watch it, but all you gotta do is really walk in the spirit. See, when you walk in the spirit and you vision, you gonna better see the play before they call it. You heard me? You gonna really have an intuition so hype. You heard me, to where they gonna be like, man, what? Somebody telling them something? You heard me? Like, but you gonna be able to see it, and they gonna know ain't nobody telling you nothing, and then they gonna see God with you, and this make them extra jealous. You heard me? So it gotta happen in order for it to happen. You heard me? But I said that to say this here, you heard me? They did all that. I see the weapon gonna form, it just ain't gonna prosper. You heard me? And when God be for you, no matter who against you. See, when God be for you, it's gonna be some people come against you, man. It go like that, family and everything. It go like, listen, it's just like that. You heard me? But it's all gonna work together for the good too. I said it gotta happen in order for it to happen. Check it out. He said all things. He say all things work together for good for those who love God, that's called according to his purpose. He say all things. All things work together for good for those that's called according to his purpose. You heard me? So it's all on how you take it if you're gonna make it, you heard me? But I said it gotta happen in order for it to happen. You heard me? And I'm going here because it's like, see, when my family did that and had me going against all odds in there, you heard me? It's nothing on the street. I'm a free man. You heard me? I definitely not gonna let you trick me on my freedom. I already know God got me. You heard me? And when certain stuff go on, you know God real. When people play with you with games, you know you despise this type of stuff. This the devil. The devil know you hate that type of stuff. That's why you get people to play games on a level to try to get you to react. You heard me? But you got to know this here. The weapon gonna form. It just ain't gonna prosper. And all things work together for good for those who love God, that's called according to his purpose. So even if it's bad, it's all good. You got to know that. You got to have these scriptures in your heart. And he said this in the word. He said, eyes haven't seen, ears haven't heard the things that God has prepared for those that love him. Eyes haven't seen, ears haven't heard the things that God has prepared for those that love him. You heard me? So you got to know this. You got to know this, you heard me? And you got to know the devil is full of tricks. He go far trying to trick you out your spot, you heard me? So you got to be vigilant. You got to stay full of that spirit, and you got to know it got to happen in order for it to happen. It got to happen in order for it to happen. So don't worry about the weapon form, and they going to prosper. This what you inherited dealing with God. He said this is the inheritance. You heard me? This is the inheritance for the servants of the Lord. So you got a seal on you to the day Jesus Christ return. Yeah, you got a protection over you to the day Jesus Christ return. He didn't say the weapons wasn't gonna form. He just said they wasn't gonna prosper. You heard me? So be mindful of that, and just know, you heard me. You gonna be able to see the play before they call it, and just know it gotta happen in order for things to happen. You heard me? It gotta happen in order for things to happen. So just go through it. You heard me? And stop taking everything so personal and take it to God. You heard me? And he gonna give you the strength, and he gonna let you see why he allowed that to go on. You heard me? And you know he gotta test you before he bless you. So be mindful of that, and just know it gotta happen in order for it to happen. Amen. Look, stay up, stay focused. You heard me? Listen, bro. I love all y'all. One.